Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. How are we doing? So today I want to ask you a question. Did you know that Bitcoin dominates the whole cryptocurrency market? And did you know that there is a formula or there is a way for knowing how much Bitcoin is dominating the cryptocurrency market? Well, today I'm going to be taking you on a journey to determining how much Bitcoin is dominating the cryptocurrency market and how to know if the dominance is going to continue or if it's going to be dropping, right? And we know that Bitcoin's movement always affects cryptocurrencies. If Bitcoin is stable at some point, alt market will be doing well. If Bitcoin is, dropping, the alt market will be dropping with it. And some years back, when I was in the cryptocurrency space, I noticed that when Bitcoin is rising, alt used to fall. But of recent, we've noticed that when Bitcoin is rising, alt almost rise with it. Okay, so we are going to be checking out all these factors and get to know why. If you're new to this, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and drop a thumbs up on this video and share it to family and friends. And don't forget to leave me a comment in the comment section. Are you ready? Let's take a ride. All right, so you are welcome. This is the Bitcoin dominance chart as calculated by TradingView, right? This chart, you can actually just find it by going to TradingView, and then you simply click what? Search for BTC.D. That means Bitcoin dominance, right? Just search BTC.D. That means what? Bitcoin dominance. So I had done this analysis and I'm going to pretend, right? I think I did this analysis on this particular day. If I'm not wrong, right? I think I did the analysis on this particular day here, if I am not wrong. And I'm going to be, analyzing this chart, obviously, as if I never analyzed this chart. All right. So let's start all over, okay? We would open TradingView and then we would look for what? BTC dominance, Bitcoin dominance. So this is TradingView, and what you have to do is just search, okay? All you have to do is search BTC.D, okay? And then the Bitcoin dominance is going to come out, all right? I'm launching the chart now, waiting for it to load up. And obviously, my analysis will still be there, so I'll just delete it. And then we'll look at it all over. Now, I want to see how much the Bitcoin dominance is going to be in the long run. Okay, how much Bitcoin is going to be dominating the cryptocurrency market in the long run, right? Now, we can notice that from 2014, all right, Bitcoin dominance was on a very high side. That's 100%, almost 100%, and then it was consolidating at this point, right? What I would love to say equilibrium, but it was still on the high side, and all of this side is null. There's nothing there because at that point there was nothing like this. So at this point we have what? Bitcoin dominance dropping, right? We have Bitcoin dominance dropping. Now, personally, I want to ask you a question. Do you think that the law of demand and supply can be applied to this chart? Let me hear you in the comment section. If you think that the law of demand and supply can be applied to Bitcoin's dominance, let me hear you in the comment section, because up here, all right, if you have followed my videos closely, you would have learned by now what we call order blocks, or what we call what? Supply zones, okay? And then we have a bearish order block up here, to which you will agree with me, because this is actually what? It is impulsive, and it did what? It broke structure. I would like to mark it out for you to see. It did what? It broke structure at this point. So are you going to tell me that demand and supply is going to affect this particular Bitcoin dominance calculation? Okay, now let's move right into it. Now we had what? A series of higher highs, okay, down here, up here. We had what? A series of higher highs and what? Higher lows. That's how Bitcoin was faring. Okay, series of higher highs and higher lows. I'll just mark them out so that we also learn from it. Now, with higher highs and higher lows, that tells you that Bitcoin was in what? An uptrend. Bitcoin dominance now, rather, was in an uptrend. After the fall from this side, all right, it came all the way down. It created created a lower high and created a lower low, created a lower high, but failed to create a new lower low at this point, at this juncture. It failed to do what? Create a new lower low to continue in the what? In the downtrend. And then it continued, it started what? It started doing what? It started rising. It started uptrending. Okay, at this point, it started uptrending. So this is where the new uptrend started. Okay, and some people would say there was a shift in market structure, whatever, and then the higher high. And then we have here a new low. Okay, we have a new low here, to which I'm going to be marking on now. All right, we have a new low, and then over here we have a high. All right, we have a high here. Now, if you want to follow this high that we have here now, where is the next low? This is the next low, right? Okay, let's just mark it out, even though it's the week. Okay, let's mark it out. Now, let me ask you something. All right, we are trying to have a conversation. After this low that was created, there didn't come a new high. All right, that means that Bitcoin actually changed trend. All right, and then what we had was a low, which was succeeded with another low. Another low came right after it. Right, another low came right after it. Now, what happened right after was that we can see this. An equal high. Wow. All right, we have an equal high here. Because why is this an equal high? This particular one was the same as this one, right? Almost on the same range, so that's an equal high. But after that equal high, what do we have? A drastic move to the downside. Okay, now that's what we have on the monthly time frame. Okay, that means structure perfectly broke at this point. At this juncture, structure was perfectly broken, and the break in structure was very, very massive. The candle that broke structure was very, very impulsive, and it closed very, very bearish. All right, and then there is this lower high here, making us expect what? A new lower low, right? A new lower low. And then there is what we call the sell side liquidity down here. Okay, there's liquidity down there. Even up here, there is liquidity. But let's continue in our pursuit of analyzing this chart. Now, I'll go to the monthly time frame. If you have watched the video on if you've won the video on top-down analysis, you will agree with me that in market structure, in top-down analysis, the first time frame, right, we look for what? Market structure. And then in the second time frame, we start looking for what? Our area of value. Beautiful. Now, let's dive right into it. Okay, this is what the market looks like. Okay, I have to make it part of it a little bit bigger. This is what it looks like on the weekly time frame. And on the weekly time frame here, there is something here, okay, with lots of liquidity down here, and you can see price went up, all right, came back down to test this place. It tested this place, and then did what? Grabbed liquidity, and then moved up, came down again, moved up, came down, moved up, and now here we are down here. Now, what happened? All these other places here. If you go, let's go back to the monthly time frame for you. Can you see the huge imbalance? The huge imbalance. And I would like to mark out something. I won't tell you why I'm marking it out. Find out by yourself. Find that out by yourself. Okay, so to my right hand side, before I continue, I'd like to explain to you what this is calculated in percentages. Right? You can, if you check up here, all right, you see market cap Bitcoin dominance. All right, up here now. Market cap Bitcoin dominance calculated by TradingView in percentage. So this is the percentage calculator, right? Presently, we can see that Bitcoin dominance is at 44.7. Okay. Now with Bitcoin dominance, when it is dropping, that means Bitcoin is not dominating the market, right? But when it is going up, when you see the green candles or the white candles, in my case, being printed, that means that Bitcoin is what? Dominating the market, and dominance is doing what is moving to the upside. All right, and obviously we always know that the equilibrium is going to be 50%. All right, but right now we are below the equilibrium. We are at 44. That means the alt market too have the ability to do what? To rise and to fall at their will. Because if you notice, there are some coins that even when Bitcoin is falling, they've been doing well. Okay, so right now we are in the downtrend. So I've marked out my area of values already. Okay, marked out my area of values already. They've been marked out already. They've been marked out already. I like to extend this one, okay, and then I'll still mark out another one. Just mark this out. All right, I'll just mark that out, okay. And then this would have been another block, but it didn't break any structure. It was impulsive, but nothing much really happened. So let's go to the daily time. Let's go back. All right, beautiful. Let me delete this. Now this is the daily time frame with BTCD. This is the daily time frame with BTCD. All right now. Oh wow, this right here is very impulsive. This other block right here, this other block right here is very impulsive. What I would call demand zone, right? It's very impulsive. This is what we have. Very impulsive. Remember, to make an order block institutional, few things you have to take note of, and then you would agree with me that this is it. This is just it. And already we have, okay, the retest wasn't completed though. The retest wasn't completed. The retest wasn't completed because we still have some places that it didn't touch. If I span this for us to see perfectly, this is the top, okay, and then we see that the retest that came didn't really get to it, right? It didn't really get to it. So now what are we expecting? I'm expecting Bitcoin dominance to come back into this level, into this zone, right? I'm expecting Bitcoin dominance to come into this zone. Now, up here, if you check well, right? Up here, if you check well, there is a trap here, a very trap. Now, the second question I want to ask you, is this a bull or a bear trap? All right, find that out. I'll be in the comment section, and I might even give rewards for the people who get it right. Is this a bull or a bear trap? Right now, with this, we've identified that Bitcoin dominance is in a bearish trend because this is lower high, lower low, lower high. Then right here we have what? Consolidation. Right, with lots and lots of liquidity being created. Okay, and then we have a demand zone here. All right, so looking at this, Bitcoin dominance is bearish. Right, Bitcoin dominance is bearish. It's bearish. But what we determine is if it breaks out of this range, this consolidation that it currently is inside, right? This particular order block here that was impulsive and it was very valid has been invalidated by this fall down here. Grab liquidity and it came right down, right? So let us see. Bitcoin dominance is bearish that was why the very first chart that I created, right, or the very first chart that you saw, okay, this is what I had, right? I analyzed that we are going to have to come up here and then come down, and that's what we still have. Okay, this was the zone. This was the zone. I think here, I believe so. I believe it should be here or somewhere above. There was something I saw to which I'm not seeing again. All right, there was something I had seen initially that I'm not seeing again. Okay, and then I had the move to the upside while we come right back down. Okay, up here you can see this is the previous chart. This is the previous chart. It's just do I say it's unfortunate that I'm not seeing what I saw here when I first analyzed the chart, right? I first analyzed this chart. Okay, but this is the old analysis that I have. This is the old analysis that I have on the weekly time frame. Wow, the weekly time frame. I'm just surprised that things are different. That's to tell you that technical analysis, technical analysis, yes, it is repetitive. Okay, I've seen what I didn't see initially. This other block. This is the other block I had not seen initially. I had seen initially that I didn't see again. Yeah, this is it. That's the other block there, and continuation. But anyways, we all know now that what Bitcoin dominance is bearish, right? On the long run, it's bearish. Bitcoin dominance is bearish. So we're expecting Bitcoin dominance where? We're expecting Bitcoin dominance at the lower level. The lower level. Right here. We might actually have a move to this point, most likely, and then before we have a fall down here. Okay, we might have a move down here again. Okay, or we might just directly move from here to the downside. But on the long run, Bitcoin dominance is what? Bearish. Bitcoin dominance is bearish. So you can expect Bitcoin to stop dominating the way alts behave, right? The way alts behave. I can remember vividly in 2019, because I came into the space 2019. If Bitcoin is falling, everything is falling. If Bitcoin is rising, everything is falling. You understand? If Bitcoin is stable, then alts can breathe. But right now, I've noticed that there are some alts that are very stubborn. Even when Bitcoin is falling, they are pumping. You right? But mostly when Bitcoin is rising, all of them now tally along. But initially, I hadn't seen that pattern. But I'm grateful, bro. Don't worry. Even as a technical analyst, the sentimental part. Do you know there is something called sentimental analysis? There's something called sentimental analysis. You go and Google that out. But the long picture is that Bitcoin is what? Bearish. So there is nothing to worry about. Absolutely nothing to worry about. Bitcoin dominance is bearish. So I hope you now know how to calculate Bitcoin dominance. I hope you now know how to calculate Bitcoin dominance and know how much. Once the Bitcoin dominance is above 50%, it is risky. Once Bitcoin dominance is below 50%, it's very, very beautiful. At least so I know. Okay. Now, even you would agree with me, another Confluence, Confluence is having 2 or more reasons to enter a trade, right? Apart from the bearish trend that we have, all right, and then the demand zone down here. Remember, I asked the question, does the law of demand and supply apply when you're calculating Bitcoin dominance? Okay. And apart from this, all right, we have something I would like to see head and shoulder, which is a bearish pattern, right? Head and shoulder, although it's quite extended, right? Okay, so that is that right there. Now, I want to also ask you a question, and I want you to go study your chart so that you can get an answer to this. Does Bitcoin dominance have anything to do with Bitcoin price? It's a question I would like to hear from you about. So I think I've asked about 3 questions in this video, and I'd love you to drop your answers in the comment section. The first one is, does Bitcoin, does supply and demand have an effect on what Bitcoin dominance, all right? And also, does the price of Bitcoin have an effect on its dominance? Because as at April, when Bitcoin was rising in price, Bitcoin dominance was pumping, right? Bitcoin dominance, or rather, where is April? I think that's what I want to look for now. Yeah. Okay, May. That's when. Okay. I think if I answer this, if I do that experiment, I'm actually going to be answering the last question. So I'll just stop and let you do the rest of the analysis. And I hope you got value for your time. At least now you would know how to analyze and know what's going on with Bitcoin dominance. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, and share the video to a lot of groups, communities, others too would learn, and we would squash the financial market. I hope and expect to hear from you in the comment section. And see you very soon.